done over the last couple of years is try to crack this model using technology. Use digitization as a way to scale fast, learn quickly, understand consumers, test, launch, and we'll talk more about it as we go along. But that has been remarkably successful. We've had a lot of success in a lot of new markets in understanding consumers, launching the right brands, growing market share, winning share positions, in many cases becoming market leader from starting from nearly zero. So much so that I think this new model, which is extremely lean and agile, seems to be now driving the way forward for a lot of other businesses in Unilever, as becoming a role model of how you can really grow brands with limited budgets, with limited resources, but with a lot of speed and focus. Say, if you take the marketing funnel and you look at the major questions that marketeers or brand owners or CEOs have to answer. So one key question is, what should I do? Which means basically what brand to launch, what product to launch. For answering that and for consumer understanding, we do 3-4 things. One, we do social listening. Social listening is very simply understanding what is the social media conversation, what is the conversation on blogs and forums. How can you do social listening? There are many tools available. Very simple free tools starting with Google Trends and other such similar tools, going on to more complex paid services. But again, the paid services are not expensive. For a few $100s a month, you can get access to strong social listening engines that can tell you what products are trending. In fact, you can even today find sites that tell you what are the trends by category. So if you go and type, let's say painkillers, for example, or face care, for example, it will tell you what brands are trending, what products are trending. So that gives you some insight into what's working in the market, what are the trends. Second thing, based on that, we will develop concepts or product ideas or brand concepts, and we will use A/B testing on social media. We use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms. So social listening is the first, let's say, tool or suite that we use. Second would be using A/B testing on social media. Third, we use a lot of online panels. So we have moved all of our research into online research panels where we will quickly do validation. We do something called an idea swipe. An idea swipe is a very simple tool that is very similar to Tinder. Maybe some people in the audience know. Swipe right if you like the idea, swipe left if you don't like the idea. So you submit your ideas today, tomorrow you get the results, right? So in 24 hours, I can test a question that's in my mind as a marketeer, which I could never do before, for a very small amount of money. One message I will give to most people in marketing is, don't depend on others to do it for you. Do it yourself. If today you were running a small business and you had to do all this, you should be able to do it. You should be able to reach out into your wallet, take out your credit card, enter it into 4 social platforms and buy $50 worth of media and see what the result is. And I think if there's one message I would give to everybody in the audience is, forget about the technology and the platforms and everything. It's all in the experimentation. The culture of experimenting, testing and learning is the key. It's not, so whatever you are convinced about, turn that into a hypothesis and test it. Because today data will give you the answer and you can find the answer using technology. Simply, I would say the traditional agency model was all about creating one mega epic campaign, right? So 1 or 2 months to just craft the brief. You and your boss and your boss's boss and his boss is all going to review every word in it. You're going to brief them, they're going to think about it, you'll do 4 rounds. When you actually come to producing the film, you're going to go through every frame and then you're going to spend $200,000 to do it, right? That's the model, what I call it, which is about painting a Picasso, right? You're trying to get Picasso in every piece of work that you want. Today, the reality is consumers don't want Picasso and they don't care for Picasso. What consumers want is Dilbert. They want a new piece of content every 15 minutes. Now, to produce Dilbert and thousands of Dilberts, you need a different ecosystem and a different business model. So, technology changes, platforms change. One platform comes, another one goes. Today there is TikTok, tomorrow there will be something else. the first most important thing as a brand is to understand, like I mentioned, consumers today do not trust advertising. They do not trust brand by default. Who they trust is other consumers. They trust reviews. They trust independent third party. They trust content, which seems to be neutral and from trustworthy sites. They are looking for quality of education and information. Therefore, very importantly for the brand, two things are really important. One, if you want to cut through and if you want to be seen consistently by consumers, you need to have what we call brand purpose, or a clear mission for your brand about why it exists. And it can't only be about selling product. It has to go well beyond that in terms of how you serve society's needs or your customers' needs. Second is having a publishing strategy, which means, are you a fun brand out here to create entertainment like Red Bull is, for example? Are you an inspirational brand like Nike and here to inspire us, for example? Are you an educational brand like I mentioned, Unilever's cleaning brands like Cif and with Cleanipedia? So you have to define both your purpose and your publishing strategy. Then I think, again, what do? We create something called a digital diary, where it's very simple. Who's my target consumer? I know, hopefully as a marketer, I know who my target consumer is. If I know my target consumer, all you have to do is talk to 5 people to say, tell me all about your day. What do you do online? What did you do today online? Look at your mobile or your laptop history. Talk to me about your most frequently visited sites. Why do you do A? Why did you do B? Why did you do C? And what you'll quickly find is a pattern. You will find, where do people go for entertainment? Where do they go for information? Where do they go for search? Where do they go to shop? Where do they study your particular category, right? Which sites do they refer to? That's your digital consumer journey. Then you have to define as a brand which points are your chosen points where you would like to make a difference. And in that, what is the right answer? To be honest, every answer is the right answer as long as you follow one golden rule, which is about consistency. It's not about following the trend of technology or about analyzing which is the hottest new platform and chasing it. It is about being consistent. Now, if you're consistently an educational brand posting educational content on YouTube, I can assure you over a period of time, you'll build a loyal following of customers and you will build a community.